Hi everyone, my name is Imade Gede Mas Tanasandi Putra. My study number 240-553-1014. And what is Hooke law? Hooke law states that the force required to stretch or compress a spring is directly proportional to the change in its length as long as the spring remains within its elastic limit. It is expressed by formula F is equal to K times delta X. Explanation: F is equal to the force applied to the spring in Newton. K is equal to the spring constant in Newton meter. Delta X is equal to the change in the spring length from its original position in meter. Basic concept: some material or structure can exhibit plastic properties. Elastic properties are characterized by the possibility of shape change deformation when an external force is applied to the material or structure. The deformation can take the form of strain. However, when the external force is removed, the material or structure returns its original shape. The internal force that constitutes the material or structure restores it to its original form. If the applied external force is too large, the object will undergo permanent deformation and cannot return to this original shape. Such changes are called plastic deformation change. If the external force continues to increase, the material or structure may subsequently experience permanent damage. Where Faxt is equal to Fr, Fr is equal to K times delta L, where delta L is the elongation or increase in length from the original length L0 and K is the spring constant. Equation is known as Hooke law, which states that the magnitude of the spring force linearly proportional to the increase in the spring length. If a spring is a load with mass matter, the external force acting on the spring is Faxt is equal to Fw is equal to mg. The force equilibrium given by Aq becomes Fr is equal to K times delta L is equal to mg is equal to Fw. Thus, it is obtained that in decrease in spring length is proportional to the magnitude of force Fw, namely delta L is equal to 1 divided K Fw. L1 is equal to L0 plus mg divided K. The property of elastics can also be found in various materials, even in metals. In metals, rod or wire, we can still observe this elastic property, albeit within a narrow range of loading. For rods or wires with length I can cross-sectional area A. Hooke law can be expressed as F1 divided A is equal to A delta L divided L0. Rho is equal to A epsilon. Epsilon x equal to delta L divided L is the strain or ratio of change in length. Rho is equal to F divided A is stress. And the proportionality factor A is the elasticity coefficient of the rod material, often referred to as Young modulus. This proportionality factor only applies up to a certain stress limit. Tools for Hooke law. Number 1. Clamp. Function as a tool to hold or tie one end of the spring so that it is position remains stable and does not move during the experiment. Number 2. Spring. Function to absorb and release energy by stretching or compressing. The spring returns a restoring force that is directly proportionality to its displacement from the equilibrium position. Number 3. Meter rule. Function to measure the increase in length of the spring. Number 4. Retard stand. Function to support the maintenance the position of the spring so that remains stable. Number 5. Pneumatic. Serve to provide the force to the spring. This force causes the spring to stretch or lengthen. And pointer function as an indicator to measure the increase in the length of the spring. Objective: determine the spring constant, find the value of the elastic constant of spring stiffness K of the test object, and understand the elongation characteristic of rubber tip, observing the strain elongation properties of non-linear elastic material such as rubber bands. Unlike material springs, rubber bands don't always obey Hooke's law perfectly. This means the relationship between force and elongation isn't always linear, especially at large strain. And step 4. Determine spring constant. Prepare the tool. Measure the spring constant as shown in the picture. Hang the load on the spring. The sliding pointer is set to the lower end of the spring and the position of the spring as indicated by the scale board is recorded. Add a weight to the spring by placing it the load holder, and note the weight of the weight and the position of the spring. Repeat the third step until the load weight reaches 180 grams and record the result. Repeat this step for different spring and record the result. Data for the spring 1. H0 is equal to 60.8 cm. L0 is equal to 60.8 cm. Weight 20 gram. X1 23 cm. Delta L 6.4 cm. Delta L 0.0064 meter and 0.196 Newton, and 40 gram weight. X1 30 cm. Delta L 13.3 cm. Delta L 0.133 meter and 0.392 Newton, in 60 gram. 36 cm and delta L 19.3 cm and delta L 0.263 meter and 0.784 Newton. 100 gram. X1 45.5 cm. Delta L 32.3 cm. Delta L 0.323 meter and 0.980 Newton. 120 gram, x1 54.5 centimeter, delta L 38.3 centimeter, and delta L 0.383 meter, and 1.176 Newton, and 140 gram, x1 61 centimeter, delta L 44.3 centimeter, and delta L 0.448 meter, and 1.372 Newton. In 160 gram, x1 67 centimeter, delta L 50.3 centimeter, delta L 0.503 meter, and 1.565 Newton. And 180 gram, x1 is a 73 centimeters, delta L 56.3 centimeters, delta L 0.563 meter, and 1.764 Newton. Data for spring 2, x0 is equal to 90.9 centimeter, and L0 is equal to 90.9 centimeter. In 20 gram, x1 is a 20.9 centimeters, delta L 1 centimeter, delta L 0.010 meter, and 0.196 Newton. In 40 gram, x1 22 centimeter, delta L on centimeter 2 centimeter, and delta L on meter 0.021 meter, and 0.392 Newton. In 60 gram, x1 22.9 centimeter, delta L 3 centimeter, delta L on meter 0.030 meter, and 0.588 Newton. In 80 gram, x1 23.9 centimeter, delta L 4 centimeter, delta L on meter 0.040 meter, and 0.784 Newton. In 100 gram, x1 24.9 centimeters, delta L 5 centimeter, delta L on meter 0.050 meter, and 0.980 Newton. On 120 gram, x1 26 centimeters, delta L 6 centimeter, delta L on meter 0.060 meter, and 1.176 Newton. On 140 gram, x1 27 centimeter, delta L 7 centimeter, delta L on meter 0.070 meter, and 1.372 Newton. On 160 gram, x1 27.9 centimeter, delta L 8 centimeter, delta L on meter 0.080 meter, and 1.568 Newton. On 180 gram, X1 29 cm, delta L 9 cm, delta L on meter 0.090 meter, and 1.764 Newton. And step for understanding the elongation characteristic of rubber tip. Number 1. Prepare a 50 cm length of rubber tip. Measure the cross-sectional area of rubber tip. Number 2. Step up on experiment similar to the previous one, but replace the spring with a rubber band. Number 3. Both ends of the rubber bands were tied into small loops with silk thread. One loop was inserted into the iron handle and the outer loop was attached to the wake. Number 4. Do the same. Increase the load to a maximum total load of 180 gram. The temporary elongation of the rubber bands must be controlled by hand while changing to the load, as elongation of the rubber tip band can depend on the material history. And number 5, record the result of the tape measurement. Data for rubber bands. X0 is equal to 22.5 cm and L0 is equal to 22.5 cm. In 20 gram, X1 24.5 cm, delta L 2 cm, delta L on meter 0.02 meters, and 0.196 Newton. In 40 gram, X1 25.5 cm, delta L 3 cm, delta L on meter 0.03 meters, and 0.392 Newton. And 60 gram, X1 26.5 cm, delta L 4 cm, delta L on meter 0.04 cm, and 0.588 Newton. 80 gram, X1 27.5 cm, delta L 5 cm, delta L on meter 0.05 meter, and 0.784 Newton. In 100 gram, X1 28.5 cm, delta L 6 cm, delta L on meter 0.06 meter, and 0.980 Newton. And 120 gram, X1 29.5 cm, delta L 7 cm, delta L on meter 0.07 meter, and 1.176 Newton. On 140 gram, X1 31.5 cm, delta L 8.5 cm, delta L on meter 0.085 meter, and 1.372 Newton. In 160 gram, X1 32.5 cm, delta L 10 cm, delta L on meter 0.10 meter, and 1.568 Newton. Weight on 180 gram, X1 34.5 cm, delta L 12 cm, delta L on meter 0.12 meter, and 1.764 Newton. And that's video I can share. Thanks for watching.